Chapter 6 The Copper Treasure Showdown. The tuners landed in a big expanse of nothing. Where are we? Asked Boost. This might be where the treasure is, DJ replied. I know that, but how are we supposed to find it? Asked Boost. We just drive around and look till we find it, said Wingo. And the others? Well, we are at it, added Snotrod. I'll look for the treasure, said Wingo. I'll look for the others, said Snotrod, before Molly landed next to them. Molly, said Wingo. Are we dead? Asked Molly. No. We all tried to get in the portal at once, DJ replied. I'm gonna go look for the treasure, said Wingo. You can join me if you'd like. I'll join, Molly exclaimed. Wingo and Molly set out to look for the treasure while Snotrod, Boost, and DJ went to look for the others. Where could everyone be? Asked Boost. The Queen's racers soon dropped down. Good, said Lenny. You guys made it, said Vince. Wingo and Molly also made it, but they're looking for the treasure, said DJ. Wingo and Molly were driving around searching when Chick dropped in front of them. Chick! Exclaimed both of them together. Molly, Wingo, said Chick. DJ, Snotrod, and Boost are fine, said Wingo. They are trying to find everyone else. Are you looking for the treasure? Asked Chick. Yes, we are, Molly replied. Okay then, said Chick. They soon noticed a bunch of copper pieces lying in front of them. The tellers were also saved by the copper. They're not getting the copper. It's ours, said Wingo. As he turned his exhaust. Let's get them, said Chick. Elisa dropped down and soon joined them. We're taking out the sisters, said Molly. Nice. Then getting the treasure, added Elisa. The sisters soon spotted them and began speeding. Stay away, you bunch of fakes, said Emily. Vince, Barry, and DJ soon showed up and joined them. Nice that you joined us, said DJ. They seem weak against us, said Elisa. The rest of the pack joined, and there was now 12 of them going up against the tailors. 2 to 1 of them each, said Chick. Nicole went for Boost, and Vince, and the ground started to crack. We have you now, said Boost. Oh, come and get me, said Nicole. Tracy got confronted by DJ and Sunny, who began lunging for her. Emily got stuck with Barry and Wingo. Kitty had Snotrod and Lenny. Janelle got confronted by Chick and Elisa, and Jackie was stuck with Molly and Anala. Jackie would try to side bash Elisa and Chick, but they managed to dodge her moves. How about this? Asked Chick, as he smashed into Jackie. She went flying towards the treasure and soon fell into an abyss that was right next to it. We can't let the treasure fall into the pit, said Chick. He drove over the copper and started pushing it away from the abyss. Emily noticed. Get away from that treasure, she said. She tried to stop him, but Wingo managed to light her on fire in the nick of time. Get that treasure as far away from the pit as possible, said Wingo. I'm doing that, said Chick as he kept pushing the crate the treasure was in. DJ and Sunny were surrounding Tracy and not letting her go anywhere. Keep her away from the treasure, said DJ. Tracy jumped and tried to get the treasure, but DJ caught her with his spoiler. First Key and Emily and now me, she exclaimed. You can't get past me, said DJ. That spoiler is so handy, said Sunny. I know it is, because I am actually taller than you, said DJ. I know that, Sunny said. Let's help Chick with the treasure, said DJ. Let me out of this, Tracy cried. What should we do with her, asked Sunny. We're not doing anything with her aside from keeping her away from Chick, DJ replied. I'll go help him then, said Sunny. You managed to handle Tracy, said Elisa. Yes, now we need to get this treasure to an exit, said Sunny. DJ will hopefully find a way to draw them off, Chick added. DJ then drove up to Nicole. Look who I got, he said. You put her down, said Nicole. Boost got an opportunity smashing Nicole and she went fine. Thanks, DJ, said Boost. I can't hold this one much longer, DJ said. He threw Tracy over to Nicole and they were piled up on each other. We can get them later, said Boost. Janelle and Key soon came speeding up to them and they began to attack each other. Key sure has gotten smarter, said Vince. I got the strength from after you put me through that organized trap you had me go through, Key exclaimed. Wingo came up after them soon. They just abandoned me and Barry, he said. We took on them after Wingo burned Emily to a crisp, added Barry. She tried to make a move for the treasure, said Wingo. That was great thinking, said Vince. Those skills I learned have really made an effort, Wingo said. He aimed his exhaust and it almost hit Key, but she dodged it. I got you, said Boost as he aimed his exhaust pipes at Janelle and burned her. Janelle screamed and drove into Key, which also lit her on fire. 2-in-1 right there, said Boost. He has 2 flame pipes, said Wingo as he watched Katie and Janelle burn to the point that they stopped driving. Let's get out of here, said Boost, but Nicole and Tracy showed up. Ha ha, we have you now, said Nicole. Chick soon jumped on top of Nicole and pushed Tracy away from her. I can't get them. Get the treasure, he said. How are we supposed to get out of here? Asked Vince. I might have to look at the map again, Chick replied. He kept hitting Nicole until the point she had no idea where she was going. This is just a desert landscape, said Molly, driving up to Chick. The way out is back to the cave. How are we supposed to find the cave? Asked Chick. There has to be a way out of this place somehow, said Molly. Chick jumped off Nicole and pushed her. Can we finish them first? Asked Chick. Molly emitted smoke from her exhaust and they went in together. I found one, said Chick as he drove right into Tracy. She rolled out of the smoke and Chick followed her till she rolled into the abyss. That's it for her, he said, as Nicole came speeding out. And in you go, said Chick, side jumping out of the way. Nicole tried to stop, but Chick drove up behind her and pushed her into the abyss. They're gone, he said. Boost was carrying the treasure on his roof, while Nala looked for the way back to the cave they entered from. It has to be here somewhere, she said. It's probably another portal, said Snotrod. That would make more sense, said Elisa. Where are Molly and Chick? I'm not leaving without them, said Boost. They soon heard someone driving towards them. It's Molly, said Wingo, looking through his mirrors. And Chick, DJ added, looking in his mirrors. You guys made it, said Vince. There actually is another portal we have to find, said Chick. It's not far from where we are. Good, because I can't drive much further, said Molly. Just up here, said Chick. It's already activated for us, said Nala. Now let's jump onto the one at a time, said Chick. Boost went first and he got sucked in. It worked, said Nala as she drove up to the portal, which sucked her in too. DJ went next, then Molly, then Vince, then Wingo, then Elisa, then Snotrod, then Sunny, then Chick, then Barry, and then Lenny. They all landed in front of the cave that took them to the treasure. We made it back, said Chick. And we have the treasure, added Boost. Thanks for bringing me along, said Lisa. If you hadn't come along, I would have never found that treasure. You looked like you had everything managed out, said Molly. Except you managed to find more clues than I did before coming here, said Elisa. You didn't have to worry about getting bested in a street race in Michigan, added Chick. If we lost that rally, we wouldn't have the clues to come out here. That is awesome you won that rally, said Lisa. Now we have to figure out how we're going to split the treasure between ourselves, said Boost. We can discuss that back at my place, said Lisa. I was going to let you stay for a bit because of how far out here you are. We actually got lost from trying to find that cave out here, said Molly. That's how you stumbled into my place, isn't it? Asked Lisa. Yeah, it is, Chick replied. I probably wouldn't be so easy if you weren't there, Chick, said Lisa. Oh, so me coming along is what made you help us, Chick remarked. Mostly. I hadn't seen you in years, said Lisa. They reached the fortress and headed inside. Now we can figure out who gets how much treasure, said Chick. I'll take around 5%, said Molly. That's all you're taking, said Elisa. I don't really need much of it, plus I have a whole bunch of stuff in my garage back in Troubletown, Molly said. I'll take 8% of the treasure for myself, said Nala. We'll take around 12%, said Vince. 12? Why 12? Asked Nala. So we can split our take evenly between us, Vince replied. That's fair, 3% each, Elisa added. We will only take around 25%, said Chick. That sounds cool with me, said Boost, so we can split our take 5% each, Wingo added. That means I get 50% out of the treasure, said Lisa. You did do most of the work on your own before we showed up, so that's why we're giving you most of the take, said Chick. You didn't have to be that generous, said Lisa. We also wanted to thank you for being so nice to us, Boost added. Oh, you should get ready for your flight back to... Where'd you come from? Asked Lisa. Texas, Chick replied. Texas, Elisa repeated. The following day, Lisa took everyone to the airport that was very close to the desert. I'm going to see if there are any flights leaving for Texas, she said. She drove up to a security guard who had a 2001 Ford E-Series. Do you have any flights leaving for Texas, she asked. Yeah, one in Terminal 9, the security guard replied. Thanks, I have a group of friends that need to get back there, said Elisa. Bring them here and I will take them, said the guard. I'm really going to miss Elisa, said Chick. It's okay, bud, said Wingo. There are other women back in Texas. Irene was someone I haven't seen in 100 years, and I'm leaving her again, said Chick. That ever happened to you? Asked Wingo. No, DJ replied. Lisa's coming back right now, said Molly. The security guard will take you to Terminal 9, where you will fly back to Texas, Lisa said, coming up to them. Bye, Lisa, said Chick. He's having a breakdown because of running into you, said Wingo. Don't worry, Chick, I'll come visit you in Texas, said Elisa. She kissed Chick, and he drove over to security guards with the others. Everyone said their goodbyes to Elisa before they head into the airport lobby, and Elisa began heading back into the desert. The end.